Hello everyone, I am Dr. Kanchan Wagh. Today I would like to cover the block diagram of optical communication system. See, any communication system is having three basic blocks. Which are those basic blocks? Transmitter, receiver and communication channel. Okay, any type of communication system must be having these three blocks: transmitter, receiver and communication channel. Now it is applicable to optical fiber communication system as well. Now here, as you can see, this block diagram incorporates the transmitter. This is the transmitter, then receiver, this is receiver section, and then this section is your communication channel. Okay, now as you can see, the transmitter section consists of driver circuit and light source. Receiver consists of photodetector, amplifier and signal restorer. And communication medium or communication channel consists of connector, optical slice, then optical coupler or beam splitter, then regenerator and optical amplifier along with the optical fiber cable. This thick line or dark line gives us electrical signal, and this faded line shows the optical signal. Okay, now I will be going to explain the block diagram of this communication system. Now we will see one by one. First of all, we will look into transmitter section. Now the block diagram of optical fiber communication consists of following blocks: transmitter, optical fiber lead, optical splicer, connector, optical coupler or beam splitter, regenerator, it is also called as repeater, optical amplifier, and the last is receiver. We will see all these blocks one by one. First of all, we will see transmitter. The transmitter consists of two blocks: driver circuit and optical source. The electrical input signal is very large and the voltage required to drive the optical source is very small. As we know that electrical signal is having the high capacity, and the voltage requirement for the optical source is very less. That's why it is required to hence we cannot apply electrical input signal directly to the optical source. Therefore, driver circuitry is connected between the electrical input and optical source, and the driver circuit consists of driver circuit controls the intensity of the input signal. First of all, we will see the transmitter. The transmitter section consists of two blocks: driver circuit and optical source. Let us talk about the driver circuit. The electrical input signal is very large and the voltage required to drive the optical source is very small. As the optical source here we can use LED or laser, and as we know that the voltage requirement for LED or laser is very less, therefore it is required to control the electrical input. Therefore this driver circuit is used to control the intensity of the light source. And the next block is your optical sources. As we know that there are two types of optical sources, LED and laser. Now these optical sources convert the electrical input signal into light source or light signal, that is also called as optical signal. Let us switch over to your optical fiber lead. Optical fiber lead is used to connect the optical source to the optical fiber in order to transmit maximum light energy from the optical source to the output. The optical source is connected to the optical fiber lead, and the optical fiber lead is inbuilt within the optical source for proper alignment, and part of it is extended out to connect with the fiber. Then the next is optical splicer. For long distance transmission, long optical fibers are required, but it is feasible to have such long fibers. Hence, the optical fibers are connected by permanent joints. These permanent joints are called as optical splicer. Next, we will see optical connector. Optical connector is used to connect two devices with each other. It is used to connect the two devices, and it is not a permanent joint. But optical splicer is a permanent joint, and optical connector is not a permanent joint. It's a temporary joint. Next is your optical coupler, or we can also call it as a beam splitter. If signal from one transmission section are to be transmitted to many receivers, then the signal is splitted by the optical coupler or beam splitter. If there is only one transmitter and so many receivers, more than one receiver, then there is a need of optical coupler or optical splitter to split the transmitted signal. And the next is repeater or regenerator. Repeater or regenerator required for long distance communication. An optical communication repeater is used in fiber optic communication system to regenerate an optical signal. Such repeaters are used to extend the reach of optical communication links by overcoming loss due to attenuation of the optical fiber. Next is your optical amplifier. This unit simply amplifies the input optical signal along with the noise and fed to the receiver. Whatever is coming to the optical amplifier, the function of optical amplifier is to amplify the signal. If there is a noise, then it again amplify the noise as well, and then the signal will goes to the receiver. And receiver consists of three sections or three blocks. Which are those? Optical detector, amplifier and signal restorer. Photodetector. This unit converts the input optical signal into electrical signal. Now the signal which comes from the optical fiber cable is in the form of optical or light signal. Now there is a need to convert this optical signal into electrical signal. So photodetector will convert the optical signal into electrical signal, and then this signal goes to your amplifier. Now the function of amplifier is to amplify the signal to a proper level. Then after getting amplified, the signal goes to your signal restorer. Now the signal restorer will restore the original transmitted signal by removing the noise signal. As we know that here optical amplifier also amplifies the noise signal, then there is a need or to remove the noise. Therefore signal restorer is used for the elimination or removing of the noise signal.